Welcome back, guys. I'm Mellowseven. This is Football Manager 2018. We are in Poland with Ruch Chorzów, and I hate this team. Oh my God, do I hate this team. And the thing is, the fans deserve a better team. I mean, if you look at our home games, we're selling tickets. You know, I mean, 4,500, 4,900, 5,300, 5,400. 59. We're packing the stands, but this team is just bad. So, last match you saw was this one here, which was a draw. We followed that up with a 0-1 draw, or 0-1 loss. I wish it could be a 0-1 draw. Adrian played okay, but then was injured. And that was kind of it. Then we come here. We scored ours. They instantly scored theirs. Hamiluk was garbage. Jaworski was garbage. Balicki was eh. Follow that up with a 1-2 loss. They score, we score, they score. The fact that we scored after them blows my mind. Normally it's we score, then they score instantly. And you can see 6-1, 6-1, 6-2. Everybody played bad. Balicki got the 7-0 because he got the goal. Followed this one around. We missed a penalty shot. Within a minute, they had scored their goal. Just like that. We had a chance. Psh, they scored. There we go. There it was, 6.1. 6-0 for Setla. 6-2, 6-3. 6-3 for Jaworski. And this was one of our best matches. I mean, if you come here and you take a look, we created 2 clear-cut chances. We had a couple half chances, 13 shots on goal. Only 3 of them were long shots. 6 of them were on target, and yet we can't put anything away. I mean, this right here says it all. We should have won this game. But this isn't a team that's willing to work to win a game. And if we come back over here and we open, is it this one? This is our work rate. This is our determination. If we look at, say, our starting team here, we have 1 player that's green for both work rate and determination, but not for bravery. And those are only 11s. Those 3 are barely green. That's as small as you can get and sneak into the green. I mean, he's got 1 of these 4 numbers. He's got 1 of these, none of them. 11s in concentration and work rate. That's it. A 2 in determination. A 4 in bravery. Right? This right here, this is one of our starting central defenders. He doesn't have a single green number in there. Not 1. See here, Adam Setla. Not 1, despite the fact that he did well for a couple games for us, 3 or 4 games for us in a row. Nothing there. Nothing there. And you can see, not a single number there, not a single number there, not a single number there. The only one that's got green numbers is 35 years old and retiring and has a pace of 5 and an acceleration of 5. So we're not determined, we don't work, we're not brave, and we can't concentrate. That's all you need to know about this team. They do occasionally accidentally score, and then they give up a goal. When they have a chance, they instantly just stop playing and the other team wins. That's essentially what happens. That's the story of this team. There's a lot of stars. There is ability on this team, but it does not have any of the mentality that needs to go with it. There's also, it shouldn't be a surprise, there's only 1 resolute or professional player on this team. There's 1 fairly determined, and you can see that 15 there, and that's it. That's it. Low self-belief there for Wisniewski. He's gone at the end of the season. I've already said we're not signing him. I have gone back in and I looked at a big list of players that we had, and if they didn't have a green in both, I did not extend them. It's very unlikely that my contract will be extended. If, however, it is, I say we stay and we just clean everybody out. Everybody. If you don't have green for work rate and determination, you're gone. That's it. You're gone. And then the rest of it we figure out. That's kind of my thought. Now, where are we standing right now? We have got a couple draws, so we are up to 30 points. You can see, though, it's beginning to get pretty tight here. We really need at least one win, if not two. The problem is, our match today, the coach has already said that he is going to close up shop. He's parking the bus. Krakow does not want us. Krakow? Maybe Krakow, right? If it's pronounced the same way as Chorzów, it'd be Krakow. Anyway, we're going to go with Krakow because that's how I know it, even if that's wrong, as is commonly the case. That was the cat moving. That's why I'm allowed to scoot up here. So yeah, I am recording, right? Okay, that's good. That's good. So yeah, it's going to be tough. I did try a new formation last time. I tried this. Right. Initially, I thought, well, I'll drop one defensive midfielder back, and I thought, no, we'll drop two back. We'll run Adrian here. He would rather be here, but we'll play him at the front of our midfield trio there, and we'll continue to play people up here. I've not been playing Hamalouk back there, but nobody's scoring. We're getting chances. We're putting things off the post. We can't score, so it's got to be him because he's the only one with any finishing on the team. It doesn't matter if he's slow. And that's that. Let's see. Pidgeot here, his training was the absolute worst. I told him he needs to train better if he wants first team. He told me he's done more than enough to be on this team, or to be a starter on this team. Not so much. These are his numbers. He's slow. His positioning is okay. Little teamwork, little work rate, horrible determination, tiny bit of bravery. Yeah, he's done more than enough to be a starter on this team, and he's not training because of it. So he doesn't have to train because of it. So I put him on the unwanted list. He's out. Gone. So let's see how this match with Krakow goes. We need probably wins here and here, would be my guess. If we can get those two wins, we stay up. Ownership has dumped about £400,000 into this team. I'm not really sure why. We're still 610,000 up, so we would have still been fine for the rest of the season without the injection. But I'm not arguing. But they haven't given me any of it to spend, so it doesn't really matter if it's in the bank balance if none of it's available. I haven't had a penny to spend since I've been here, so I haven't been able to sign any high-profile players, which is what they wanted. Sign high-profile players. By the way, there's no money to do so. I thought we were right up to the game. I thought I was just going to continue one time to get to it. It showed the list of teams with us as the next game, but clearly that's not the case. One of our starting defensive wingers is out, is what it is. You can see our form here. Terrible. There's inconsistent. I guess we have the game in hand at this point. If we could get a win, 33, that puts us back up into 10th place. That's not too bad. If we lose, Krakow's below us. It's going to drop us to 14th place. So we need a win here. That's what I'm saying. And this is what we're going to do it with. It's the best team I can put together right now for what I have. Cross your fingers, guys, and pray. Because I think God's about the only way we win a match here. Now, I learned some interesting things about Ruch Chorzów. They're in Upper Silesia, which is a portion of now Poland that has been kind of a middle zone between Poland and Germany and has kind of a mixed ethnicity between those two countries. So in between World War I and World War II, Upper Silesia was part of Germany. It stayed that way because... come on, Hamalouk. There we go. Thank God we scored on a chance. Yes. He's so slow, but he does usually find the back of the net. Anyway, they were able to hang on to the area after the peace of World War I because they said, well, we're not going to be able to pay anybody back for the war reparations if we don't have them, as the case stood, they weren't able to pay anybody back even a tiny bit, regardless. The war reparations were so obscenely overbalanced. There was way too much that was being required. Let's see what happens here. So they hung on to him, but the Polish population, which was the majority of the working class population, whereas the middle class, the shopkeepers and the clergy were primarily German. Anyway, come on, Hameluk, can you do it again? You're all there by yourself. You've got no support, despite the fact that these guys are really fast and you're not. None of them could keep up with you. That's work rate right there for you guys. Anyway, there were 3 uprisings as Upper Silesia, I don't know, Upper Silesia, tried to break away and become either independent or part of Poland. After the first uprising, the local German government gave in to some complaints, suggestions, demands, whatever the case. And they started 100 different athletic clubs. And so Ruch Chorzów was one of them. They weren't in Chorzów at the time. That they were a slightly different town, maybe one town over. The towns maybe have changed in the last 100 years. But that's where they got their start. And the name Ruch, which means movement, was essentially a nod to the independence movement and uprisings that have been happening. A number of the teams were named specifically after Poland. Ruch was one of the more subtle, if you want to call it that, teams. But they were born on April 20th, 1920. My birthday happens to be April 20th. I really wanted to like this team. And I really, really don't. But right now, we're not playing badly. Defense is playing okay. Wazalewski here is a fill-in, and he's the only one playing decent on the back side there. So let's click on him, see what he's got going on for him. He does have some concentration. His bravery isn't garbage. His determination is okay, and his work rate is okay. Imagine that. This might be the best guy on our defense short of the old man, and he's the only one playing okay. That's the difference there. So we've seen the lack of work rate in our wingers unable to keep up with our dirt slow striker, and we've seen the benefit of those mentalities in the fact that our backup wingback is the only one in the defense that's playing okay. All right, let's see. I am horribly shocked we didn't give up a goal right away. But like I say, if we can get one more goal, because they said they were parking the bus, right? So they weren't going to play, and they're playing a 4-4-1-1. They're not playing super defensive there. But you can see all defense there, supports there, 2 players on attack. But you know what? I've only got 1 player on attack. And I have 4 defense as well. So we're playing similar. They're actually playing slightly more aggressive than we are right now. Maybe it's time we park the bus. Whoops, cancel. Tactics. There we go. Slide everybody back. We just have to hang on. We desperately need a point here. Thank God. And you can see our fans showed up. This is the away. Those are their fans. These are our fans. Our fans travel. They're packing the stands. They're cheering. Chorzów really deserves a good team, and this is a team that's not willing to work for him. That's my personal opinion, and the numbers at this point and the results back me up, I believe. This was a team that was just built based on gaudy numbers and not based on the mentalities and the stuff that counts. So for those of you that are building teams, this is what happens when you start chasing specific technicals or physicals, and you ignore the mentals completely. And he just gave up. There's only so long he could hold on to that, and because we have everybody's pulled back so far, and they don't work, there was nothing going to happen there. But we're just waiting for the whistle to blow here. There we go. We get a win. This is the opposite of usual. Usually I can win every game right up until the camera's on and then we lose. In this case, we lost pretty much every game and we won for the camera. We've done okay on the camera this playthrough. What, 2 wins and a loss, I think? That's not too shabby, or 2 wins and a draw, whatever the last one was on camera. I think it was a loss, right? How did we do? We had 6 shots. Only 1 was on target. we did have a clear-cut chance. That was probably the one on target and goal. And that's not, we didn't give up any clear-cut chances. I'm going to come back to the field so we can maybe, well, let us click on that. No, never mind. Never mind. So, in pep talk, that should hopefully, fingers crossed, if we can get 1 or 2 more points out there somewhere, even one more draw probably is enough. Are we going to be able to leave the match? There we go. Maybe something here. They're in 12th place. Oh, wait, was that who we were looking? I don't think we have Olympia next, do we? No, they're 14th place. I thought it said 12th place there for a minute. So we need probably one more win out of the rest of this. They're 14th, they're 6th, 3rd, 11th, 8th, 9th, 16th. So if we can maybe get a win here and a win here, we should be golden. If we get a draw anywhere in here, that probably is enough to cement it at this point. It's tight through here. It really is. But we've got 33 points. The guess was 35 was needed. But it only does put us 4 points up over Krakow at the moment. So it is a little bit of a pucker time here coming down towards the end of the season. I don't know. That was a question I'd never seen before, by the way. I don't know that I've had a 6-run game without a victory either. I probably have. I'm sure I've seen this question before. There we go. A lot of these questions about it's keen for us to get off to a good start. There we go. So, like I say, I haven't. What is my contract for? Is it just till the end of this year? No, I've got one more year. I've got one more year on my contract. So I say we blow this team apart in the offseason. Just destroy it. Get rid of everybody. Come back in, try it again next season. Anyway, that's the plan. Thanks for watching, guys. Thumbs up if you liked it. Thumbs down if you hate it. Love to hear your comments on my plan. And don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to see more. Click the bell if you want notifications. And I think that's the whole spiel. We'll see you next time, guys. Cheers.